passionate, you're lovely, you're outspoken. We love all of that about you. You're a plant and maybe some books. Sure. Thank you, Sonam. We will ask you to come back to Justice right now. Do you love Sonam Kapoor? How much do you love Sonam Kapoor? Alright, she'll be back on stage in just a bit. But first we're going to play with tradition. Let there be light, an Indian tradition. So lights play an important role in our lives. All auspicious functions commence with the lighting of the lamp. Light symbolizes knowledge, it banishes darkness and ignorance. And to light this lamp, we have a very special guest. Come on, a guest, again. We're completely honored. Like you see, there are so many fans of your magic in the audience. So may I please just put my arm in your arm, just because the crowd wants me to. Mummy, ये photo ले ले. May this look like a gale ka hard times. Thank you so much for being with us. Sir, would you like to say a few words to the crowd before we? Thank you.
Hello. When I was a little boy, a long time ago, in the United Kingdom, when it was illegal to be gay, I scarcely knew I was gay myself. And my best friend, David, was gay, but I didn't know it. He didn't know I was. And we left school aged 18, we still didn't realize. Seems funny now, but it didn't at the time. David went on to become Professor of Education at Cambridge University, a great man in Great Britain. And it was just 5 years ago that he asked me to come to India with him, because his husband is Indian. And we came with an ex-boyfriend of mine from New Zealand, and we went to Rajasthan. And everywhere we looked for the gay population. And we couldn't find you. You were hiding in Mumbai. It's a joy to be here, an absolute thrill and pleasure. And it takes me back to the early days of gay rights in the UK, when we struggled along fighting ridiculous laws and winning through. Nothing will get gay rights more firmly established in this country or anywhere else in the world than people like you being free to say and be honest and say that you're gay. Today, that might seem a dangerous and foolhardy thing to do, but I can tell you, and every out gay man and woman in the world can tell you, it'll be the best thing you ever do in your life. It'll change your life for the better. I remember when Chris Smith, the first Member of Parliament in the UK, came out and said he was gay. The next election, his majority went up. And it was only when I came out and said I was a gay man that I started to have a career in Hollywood. And what a wonderful time I've had since those days. I've met some amazing people at home and abroad. But perhaps I'll be interested in one particular person. I was in South Africa. Nelson Mandela had recently been released from prison after 27 years, and he was made the president of the Republic. And there was a move to put into the new constitution a new law which would say that it would be illegal to discriminate in South Africa on grounds of sexuality. And I was there in Cape Town and Johannesburg with a little show trying to raise money for this committee who was supporting the change in the law. And one day they said, would I go and lobby the president and see if he would agree to lend his support to their movement? So with a young lesbian from university and a young gay activist, we went along to meet Nelson Mandela. An old, frail man, blind in one eye, from the imprisonment of digging lime on Robben Island. He had lovely striped socks on them. Little bit of camp about Nelson Mandela. And he welcomed us in and he talked about the weather and about the reasons for my visiting South Africa. And at the end of a brief conversation, we said, would it be possible for us to say that he supported the idea that gay people should not be discriminated against. And he paused, he smiled, and he said, of course. When a man has spent 27 years in prison fighting for the rights of black people, he's going to understand that he's got to stand up for the rights of gay people. It seems to me that India, beautiful, beautiful India, is at some crossroads or other. I mean, you have to decide whether you're going to be stuck in the colonial past or enter the modern world. Join the rest of us who are simply prepared to accept that we are all born equal, whatever the color of our skin, the color of our hair, whatever our sexuality and whatever our tastes or proclivities, we must all be treated equally. That is the future. That is the world that Nelson Mandela fought for. That is the future, I would believe, wouldn't you, that Mahatma Gandhi dreamt of seeing. I wish you luck, and you have all my love. Thank you very much indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Ian McKellen. Please give us a hand. Thank you so much. It was wonderful having you with us. I'd also like to tell you at this point that it is also Sir Ian McKellen's birthday, so we wish him from all of us here a very happy birthday. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite Sonam on stage so we can light the lamp.
नीचे बैठो
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Sir Ian McKellen, Sonam Kapoor, Sridhar, thank you so much for lighting the candle of Kashish. Thank you, sir.
I'm
Ready? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. Well, I'm very keen because you know he's. I've just finished a film which is based on Macbeth, and he's somebody that's done Macbeth and has done it fabulously well. And in fact, before I started the film, I also watched the Macbeth that he had done. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him.
So how much do you support the gay rights?
Well, completely. I think there is. It's as simple as any other human right, and you know it has to be honored. And I think also a festival like this is a great platform because there's so many movies, about 180 films from across 50 countries that are coming into a festival like this. So I think it's great. It's fantastic.
Any movies of yours that we should be looking forward to?
Well, I've just finished a film called Veeram, which is the one that I was talking about, which is based on Macbeth. And I've just finished shooting for Gauri Shinde's film.
Oh, amazing.
फिलहाल मोदी सरकार 2 साल पूरे कर रही है
जी
दिल्ली में इसका बहुत बड़ा फंक्शन है।
जी, ये मोदी सरकार यहाँ पर कैसे आ गई?
एक सवाल है लेकिन
जी।
बच्चन परिवार जो है वो अभी कॉन्ट्रोवर्सी में जिसके इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है इन्वेस्टिगेटिव एजेंसीज के द्वारा और कई पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं जो इसका अपोज कर रही है कि जिस आदमी के या जिस परिवार के अगेंस्ट अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है वो किसी सरकारी कार्यक्रम का हिस्सा कैसे बन सकता है?
जी, वो सब अब मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा क्योंकि आई डोंट नो इनफ अबाउट इट. ओनली व्हेन आई नो इनफ अबाउट इट विल आई बी एबल टू स्पीक अबाउट इट. थैंक यू. ऑलराइट, थैंक यू.
Thank you so much.
Since its debut in 2010, every year Kashish has an eminent jury panel comprising of filmmakers, actors, critics to judge the 7 competition categories. This year, we have a national award winner, an Emmy winner, a television heartthrob, a film director, and an international human rights film festival director. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up as I call them on stage one by one. I'd first like to invite Rajeshwari Sachdev. She's worked extensively in film, television, theatre, national award for the best actress in supporting role for Sadai Begum. She's done so many other wonderful works. One that is Botoluchi's Little Buddha, Sham Benegal, Suraj Ka Sata Ghoda. Her latest play is Gohar, which is based on singer Gohar Jan and was directed by Lilith Dubey. Thank you, Rajeshwari, for being on stage with us. Next, I'd like to invite on stage Manav Gohil, the very handsome Manav Gohil, popular actor from the Indian television industry for almost 15 years. कहानी घर घर की, कसौटी जिंदगी के, कुसुम, तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, and has co-hosted some wonderful shows like Fame Gurukul with Mandra Bhuti. He's also been part of Nach Baniye too. You will see his moves. Also next, I'd like to invite Parvati Balgopalan on stage. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. An Indian film director who has worked at American Film Festival. He's also received the Karmi Chakra in Delhi for his work, trying to combat and end violence against women and girls. And I have had the honor to be a part of a play that he directed, which was Eve Ensler's I Am an Emotional Creature. Thank you so much. Kezar Kotwal, ladies and gentlemen. Next on stage, we'd like to invite Andrea Kuhn. Please, may we have you on stage, who started her career as an academic and researcher in film studies. From 2000 to 2010, she was the director of the Silent Film Festival, Stump Film Music Tag Inaugration, and since 2007, she has been the full-time director of the Nuremberg International Human Rights Film Festival. Kashish also has a special jury member for the Riyad Wadia Award for Best Emerging Indian Filmmaker. That is sponsored by Wadia Movie Tone. Roy Wadia is the principal director of Wadia Movie Tone, the pioneering Indian film studio founded by his grandfather, J.B.H. Wadia, and perhaps best known for his film Fearless Nadir. His brother Riyad was the first openly gay Indian filmmaker who made India's first gay-themed film. That deserves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it is. Roy could not be here tonight. The Wadia family is represented by his mother, Nargis Wadia, a great ally. Ladies and gentlemen, Nargis Wadia.